Good morning, everyone. Obviously, now that we know it is officially springtime, we have got some really important road reminders from our friends at the Connecticut Department of Transportation. Joining me this morning is Josh Morgan, one of the spokespeople for the DOT. Josh, good morning to you.
Good morning, Lauren.
Okay, so yesterday it was beautiful outside. Today in 60 degrees. That means lots of us are going to be outside with our kids. So let's talk some road safety, especially for all of the drivers out there that may be traveling roads where there's kids running around and things like that.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this is the time of year we're all looking forward to, right? The flowers are blooming, the weather's nice. That means more people outside. That means kids playing outside after school. That means people walking, riding bikes. And it's just so important for people who are driving their cars to stay alert and pay attention to make sure everyone stays safe out there.
And I try and drill this into my child each and every time we are outside, to be careful. It's not just reminders for the drivers. Let's talk some tips on how to talk to your children about the dangers of being near the road, walking near the road, even walking on a sidewalk alone.
Yeah, absolutely. Sidewalks are the safest place to be. You want people to, pay attention, make sure if they're walking, riding bikes, that they're staying alert, looking out for vehicles as well, especially those with young children, playing soccer, playing with balls, shooting hoops, things that can roll into the roadway. Definitely don't go chase after those. Pay attention. But, again, we also need the drivers to pay attention. They're surrounded by thousands of pounds of metal and steel, airbags, seat belts. They're well protected on the roadway. People who are walking, biking, they don't have such protection. So we also need our drivers to make sure they're not texting and driving, that they're not speeding, and that they're always paying attention.
This is a really great time to remind people as well, for all of the people that choose to bike around town or go for long bike rides, that there are sometimes some designated lanes for biking, but other times there's not. So let's talk a little bit of biking tips.
Yeah, first and foremost, make sure you have your helmet on. Try to make yourself visible. After this daylight savings period, those mornings, they're darker now. So, have your reflectors on, have your lights on, and then, these afternoons, these evenings, more sun, but that also could mean some additional sun glare that's out on the roadway. So, again, slow down, be careful out there. And for the bicyclists who are out there, make sure you use your hand signals, make sure you're wearing your helmet, make sure that you're also paying attention.
As you mentioned, as the days get longer, there's darker mornings, the sun glare can be really, really bad, especially for people that are traveling for their evening commute home. What is a couple of tips that you have for people in terms of how to protect yourself from that sun glare?
Yeah, we're all sort of adjusting to the new time change. So your commute may feel a little bit different. It may look a little bit different because of the longer hours. So yeah, that sun glare, that can cause some traffic congestion. It can cause some blind spots, a little bit more difficult to see. So, have your sunglasses ready, have your sun visor ready, but also just, I said it 3 or 4 times already, but we just need people to really slow down and pay attention. Too many times people are out there, they're texting and driving. They're doing something that they shouldn't be doing. We need hands on the steering wheel, eyes on the road at all times.
Absolutely. Anything that we could do to keep all of our families safe out there. Josh, we always appreciate you taking the time. That is Josh Morgan from the Connecticut Department of Transportation. Everybody, our main message each and every day is for you and your family to stay safe on the roads.